Hit it, girl.
We have met many great protagonists and secondary characters this semester through the books we've read and the films we've watched. Gerald and Aunt Queen and Angel, Jamal and Matika, Sam and Claire, Jin, Danny, Ray Chen, the Monkey King, Chinky, Toby and Caroline, Precious and Miss Rain, Will and Marcus, and Katie Herrick. Who are your favorites and why? What life lessons did you learn from them?
My favorite was the Precious one. I thought it was like, okay, I'll just read what I said. My favorite was Precious and her mama, with the life Precious had, and like the type of mother that she had, like the not supportive one, like not really like caring, just do whatever you like, you know, that kind of mom. I'm surprised she didn't just kind of like give up and accept that that was the life that she was gonna have, because like she had no one really supporting her besides like the teacher, I think. There's some.
Miss Rain.
Yeah, and then and then was one of the only people that was supporting her through it all, and everybody just kept pushing her down. Like when she'd do good in school, like her mom would push her down, and when she'd like go like want to get a job or take whatever, she'd get pushed down, but she got right back up and like fought for what she wanted, because like it was her life and like she wanted the good life. I guess it's kind of like the life lesson too, like if you grow up in like a hard household or like a hard neighborhood or something like that, like you don't have to end up like that. Like you can push through it and like get out of that, like just with hard work and like dedication and like confidence, you know, just kind of like be who you are and accept it.
My characters were from Slumdog Millionaires. I don't know, I feel like in the movies and the books, like people use their past like to help them, but it's especially seen in Slumdog Millionaires. Like when things he goes through in his childhood are literally things that give him, I mean, I guess you could say like a better life because of the money. I don't know, he used these awful things that occurred in his past, like he's made like singing these songs like some guy, and he knew that song and that helped him get like a question right. Like all these awful things that happened in his life were things that ended up making his life better. And so I think that just shows like the things that tear you down help
Can also build you up.
like build you into a stronger person.
I think these movies are so rewarding to watch. Precious and Slumdog Millionaire, for example, because like they start with nothing, like Zach was saying, and they persevere through, and it feels really good to see the end of them. You know, Precious, she's walking away with her kid. The abusive mom's out of the picture, and the end of Slumdog Millionaire, he's got all this, you know, like it's just really cool to see how it comes through for people, because in the real world, I relate it to my life as in like, I'll relate it to homework. Like last year I didn't do homework. I didn't take pride in it, and everything, tests were hard, everything was hard. And just a simple switch of a little bit of homework every day, life is good, life's easy, you know. It's all about like if you want something to change in your life, and you care that much about it, if you can figure out that change and just make an adjustment, it's really rewarding to have, you know, this end, you know, and it applies to a lot of things in life. So.
My favorite characters were Gerald and Precious, because like Joe and everyone was saying, like they just like persevered through everything, and like I learned from them to just like stand up for what you believe in and stay strong, because there's always something better coming, and to just push through it.
I did the relationship with Precious and Miss Ray just because it was like a beneficial like role between the two. Like Miss Ray was there to help Precious, and like even when Precious had like everything against her, like Miss Ray was still there to give guidance. And then because of that, I said like the life lessons was like everyone should and like can be helped as long as you like apply yourself.
My favorite character was also Precious, just because I feel like a lot of people in her situation kind of fall back into the same like cycle, where it's like kind of like like we were talking about, Gerald's mom might have been through, like she might have been abused by her parents, which kind of like let it go down the cycle. And I feel like in Precious's situation, like that's kind of like usually what happens. Like if your parents do it to you, then you do it to your kids and stuff. And so I was really encouraging how like at the end of the movie she like sticks up for both of her kids and she is not gonna do that to them, and she walks away from her mom knowing that she's not gonna fall back into the same cycle.
I feel like I'm kind of biased, but I love this book so much. I had to pick The Monkey King because it just shows that you can change as much as you want. You can like train, you can like work, like you can change how you look, you can do all these things, but that's not going to change who you are. And you are born with like certain talents, and you got to like play into those talents, and you just got to be who you are. And I like how that the Monkey King struggled through this, and I feel like everyone does struggle through this at one point, but at the end of the book, it just shows that you can get over it, and life will just be all good if like you just be who you are, and you don't need to listen to what everyone else says, and you can just I don't know, keep moving strong and just be who you are.
I think Shay brought up a really good point with her life lesson. Like anyone can be helped if they're willing to be helped. Like in the beginning of the movie, Precious kind of like resists the help from the social worker and just kind of doesn't want to be helped. And once she finally starts receiving help and like saying, okay, I'm gonna let you help me, to Miss Rain, that's when her life starts to improve and eventually become better.
I agree with what Alex said. I really like the message of just kind of being who you are, but I kind of related more to Katie Heron and how she was my favorite character, kind of all the things that we've like studied this semester, and I thought it was just something I could personally relate to, and I think a lot of people like our age can, because it's set in a time where like going to high school and kind of finding your new friends and kind of figuring out who you are. And I think that like going into high school, everybody wants to be like popular and like well liked, kind of like how Katie like wanted to be that. But then kind of realizing like how unhappy she was, and like how mean she was to kind of all the people around her. She ended up realizing that really none of that mattered, and just kind of being who she was the important thing, and just being herself what kind of brought her more friends instead of having to be someone else to get friends. So I thought, I don't know, I like the message, but I just thought that Katie as that character was kind of more relatable, at least for me.
People will like you for who you are, and like no one likes a fake person, so
Everyone knows you're fake.
Alex really worded it very well from The Monkey King, how no matter how much you change yourself and like go through appearance changes and stuff, like you're gonna be the same person no matter what. And also going off of like, if you're trying to be like someone else, no one likes like a copy of someone else. They want to like you for who you are. So.
I really connect with Jamal from Slumdog Millionaire. That's, mostly because he has this belief in the power of like destiny and whatever, but he doesn't leave it up to destiny to make what he thinks is his destiny happen. So he has this belief that he and Latika are supposed to be together, but he doesn't like let fate take control. He goes out and makes it happen. Like he went on the show because he thought she'd be watching, and so like his goal is to make his fate come true, not let fate take care of itself. And I really like to connect with that.
Yeah, so my favorite character was Aunt Queen, mainly because I really admire the fact that she took in someone else's kid and took care of him and was raising him to be a successful and living person. And I like how like even though she was in a wheelchair, she just by going into rooms, everyone knew she had power. She was important, I guess. And I really like what she stood for. Your disability does not define who you are. Where your circumstance does not define who you are. And I think it was like it's just something to like to just admire and look up to as a person.
Good.